ElimiDATE.
1, 2, 3, 4.
ElimiDATE.
I'm Ron, and I sell facial reconstructive components to oral surgeons, periodontists, and doctors. I lived in Australia for 6 years playing basketball in the NBL, which is the National Basketball League in Australia. The woman that I'm looking for has to have spontaneity. You only live once in this life, and I think that's important.
ElimiDATE.
I chose Belmont Shores because I thought it'd be a perfect place for a date. I'm an outdoorsy guy. I like the sun. I like the sand. I'm kind of nervous and excited waiting for the girls to come out. Got some butterflies in my stomach.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm Natalie, nice to meet you.
I'm Ron, nice to meet you.
I'm Natalie, and I'm a spokesmodel for several different liquor and beer companies. I would say right now I'm looking for maybe more of a casual relationship, nothing too serious. Start off slowly and casually, and then, you never know where it's going to take you.
How are you? I'm Ron.
Ron, Shaniqua Nene.
Shaniqua Nene, nice to meet you.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm a hairstylist in Manhattan Beach. I am a very energetic, funny, spontaneous type of person who is always looking to better myself. I am a great catch because I am a wild girl, and I'm going to rock your world.
I'm Ron. What's your name?
Bronnie.
Bronnie. Nice to meet you, Bronnie.
I'm Bronnie, and I work as a celebrity impersonator. I like to rescue things from thrift stores. I like to paint them, decorate them. I might have long blonde hair, I might be kind of chesty, but if you think I'm a shallow, vapid bimbo, you're gonna get a handful.
I'm Ron.
Jennifer.
Jennifer,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm an editor. I love playing the guitar and the piano because I'm very musically inclined. Get ready to have a lot of fun because I'm a lot to handle.
Let's go. So we walked down to the Beachside Cafe and got to know them a little bit better. And since I'm in sales, I wanted them to basically sell themselves to me. So I'm going to ask a few questions. First of all, go through names again. Your name is?
Shaniqua Nene.
Shaniqua Nene.
Once I realized there were two Jennifers, I opted to create a fictitious porn star name of Shaniqua Nene.
What kind of name is Shaniqua Nene? All right, whatever.
So again, since I'm in sales, you have to sell me on why I should pick you over the other girls.
You're starting with me, I can tell.
Yes, you're to my right.
I'm pretty well-rounded, a lot of fun, spontaneous, of course. That's such a key word in these dating things, but
Yes, spontaneous it is.
I'm spontaneous, bubbly, I've got a sparkling personality. Take me now.
I thought that maybe Shanaika, or whatever she's calling herself, is trying too hard just to be the comedian of the group.
I think Jennifer, Shanae, Shaniqua, Latrina, Kawanda is just a freaky girl. She's freaky.
Okay, Jennifer.
I don't drink, I don't do anything like that because I don't need to because I'm just naturally just kind of uninhibited, I guess.
Okay, uninhibited.
I would say I'm just really easygoing and down to earth with good family values. Had a great upbringing, huge family, very close, so really important to me.
All right, Bronnie.
I'm a celebrity impersonator, so it's like getting, like 6 or 7 different women in one. It's kinky.
You gonna show us today or what?
Well, I wish I could sing Happy Birthday, Mr. President to you, but unfortunately, somebody owns that song.
Very good. Very good.
Didn't really care for the Marilyn Monroe.
I think she needs to maybe work on it a little bit more.
Maybe she should actually put all those ideas of personalities to make one cool person.
I have a dog. I live for my dog.
Name?
Miko the dog.
What
Miko
kind?
the dog. He's a Shih Tzu, and he's a movie star. He was in a pet porno.
He was in a pet porno?
He was doing nasty things with the cat.
I'm not into any type of bestiality porn or anything like that.
I think that maybe Bronnie's lived in LA a little bit too long.
I was so turned off by that, it wasn't even funny.
Nata, I'll start with you.
All right.
Why should I pick you over Shanae?
Shaniqua!
Shaniqua Shanae.
Because blondes have more fun.
Blondes have more fun?
Yeah.
What about Jennifer?
Because my boobs are a little bit bigger than hers. That's the first thing I noticed. I looked at her chest and it just, wasn't quite as big.
We're all a little bit surprised by that comment from the wholesome girl.
I thought that was kind of a nasty thing to say. I mean, plus, who cares? I always get a boob job.
So Bronnie, why should I pick you over everybody else?
So we can play flash dance. I'm just kidding, I'm hot.
Let's play flash dance. That was lame.
Pouring water down on her chest, it's not very good taste.
We're gonna play a little bit of volleyball. It's a very competitive sport, it's very difficult, and I wanna see what type these girls are. Has everybody ever played volleyball before?
Yes. Once, twice.
Yes, a couple times? What I'm secretly looking for in the volleyball game is someone who's going to dive in the sand, doesn't worry about their hair, their nails.
I really am a gimp, officially. Can't.
Oh, now you're going to have to be a cheerleader then.
I'm going to be your personal cheerleader, and I'm going to be your sunscreen goddess.
Sunscreen, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that Ron is probably not too impressed with my right armlessness.
Well, since Bronnie can't play, I'm going to have to pick a team member for me, a partner. Who's ever this closest to my favorite country gets to be my partner. Okay? So we'll start with you, Natalie.
I would say Spain.
Shaniqua Shanene,
Australia.
Australia.
Europe.
My favorite country is actually Spain.
I think that Ron was impressed. Got that one right on the dot.
Now we're going to do a little bit of volleyball, but first there's a couple rules. Whoever loses a point, the server gets to ask that person a question that can be either provocative or embarrassing, whatever they want. So me and Natalie on this side, the two gents on that side.
All right.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Ready? All right. Oh,
So what is that
not
gonna
over
be?
that.
Huh?
Natalie, now
Wait,
Natalie
can we
gets
do
to
that
ask you a
again?
question.
Jeez.
Have you ever kissed another girl?
Yes.
Alright.
But I didn't inhale.
Shaniqua Nene revealing that she's kissed a woman was very fitting, considering she's, very open with her sexuality.
I can't say anything too negative about her comment because I've been there once.
Maybe that's what Ron is looking for.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done in bed?
Threesome.
Okay, yeah. Bonus point.
I couldn't believe it when Natalie said that she had a threesome, when all the while she was convincing us that she was this wholesome, family values type of girl. Two girls and a guy, two guys and a girl.
Yeah.
2 girls and a guy.
All right, give us a cheer, Bronnie.
Drunk night, you know?
I don't know anything that rhymes with lesbian.
Let me just take a moment right now to say that our cheerleader, Bronnie, I was not impressed with.
She kind of sat there and didn't take the sideline to her advantage, and she could have. Maybe she just doesn't know how to cheer. I don't know.
I thought Bronnie's cheerleading sucks.
Sorry.
Almost got me.
If you are the winner and you go out with Ron tonight, what are you going to do to him?
Good. Good. Sexually?
Hey, I mean, you're the one who said that. I mean, it could have been a nice quiet dinner, but,
I'll give him a nice back massage.
I think he might have been a little bit disappointed from Miss Threesome, Miss Menage a Trois, when she said all she'd do was a back rub.
Most back rubs lead to sex anyway.
Who do you think Ron will eliminate first?
I'd probably cut Bronnie.
I would have to say that Marilyn would be the first to get cut in this round just because she's not participated.
Quippy, snappy brunette girl might get cut because she's quippy and snappy.
I think Bronnie's going to be cut in this round because I don't believe any one of her 7 personalities is remotely appealing.
ElimiDATE.
It's time for Ron to make his first cut. Will it be Jennifer, Bronnie, Natalie, or the other Jennifer?
All right, girls, I want to thank you for coming out for some fun in the sun, playing some volleyball, having a good time on the beach. However, this is called ElimiDATE, and I do have to eliminate somebody, so I'm going to have to eliminate Bronnie. And the reason why is participation with the game. I know it wasn't your fault.
I know,
with the
if
elbow,
we were,
Didn't get oil on my back, so.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot the oil.
But it was fantastic and a lot of fun.
I think I was kind of in for it from the beginning. He's like an adventurous athlete guy, and I like to make crafts in my house.
And Bronnie was supposed to be my private suntan lotion person, but I actually got burned today.
She claimed to have 7 personalities when really she didn't even have one.
Frankly, she scared me. And since I get to stay, I'm glad that she's not going to be here.
Bye-bye, pet porn woman.
I think Ron made a good decision, and I think now the game's really going to start.
In the next round, we're going to do some deep sea fishing on a catamaran. I thought we'd go on a little adventure. Has anybody ever been deep sea fishing?
No.
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
What?
Natalie, what?
Yep.
Where?
Right here?
Shaniqua Shanene?
Never. A new adventure for me.
I'm secretly looking for what girls can actually go with the flow, that can rough it a little bit.
Say can't remember.
All right.
It's up to you guys to choose the bait, choose the cast, and catch the fish. And the right bait is within this bucket. So you have to reach up in the bucket, and you actually got to pick one out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's just your lucky grab.
Can I like?
Oh yeah, please do, because you're better off finding the good one might be in the bottom.
Shanae is pretty disgusted by the whole scene.
Come on, pick a fish.
Go on, girl.
You can't catch a fish without bait.
Right,
Pretend it's Jello. Okay.
I'm not trying to be like a girl, but I am.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's a beautiful way.
Yeah, putting my hands in the bait was not a lot of fun.
You guys are peeking. You just gotta pull that out.
Oh, I am, but I need to get the different one. Here's a little guy.
Picking candy.
There we go, sardine.
Oh,
That's
look at
nice.
that, little anchovy.
Natalie, she was gung-ho. She went for it. She was going with the flow. She stuck her hand and got the bait right off the bat.
It's part of the game, you know, it's life, so gotta go with it and don't be such a girly girl.
You're gonna grab your bait and you're gonna figure out how to hook them best. Try to think like a fish when you're doing this. What is the fish gonna be looking for down there?
Anything's
It's called a lucky joke. We're gonna get these things wet, and so we can try to catch a fish. So everybody step up, grab yourself a spot.
All right, Natalie.
Yes, Ron.
What fishy things has a past boyfriend done to you that you would make them throw him overboard?
Well, I'd have to say been unfaithful. That's a big one.
Unfaithfulness?
That one's walking the plank
Okay.
off.
Have you ever been unfaithful?
A long time ago.
Okay. All right.
You were just so wholesome in your family and everything, and you've been unfaithful. What's up with that?
I am wholesome. Hey, it was my first relationship.
It didn't add up, really.
I felt that the brunette Jen was just cutting on myself the whole entire boat trip.
If your boyfriend was fishy, would you throw him overboard for something?
I wouldn't throw him overboard. I'd torture him. Am I scaring you yet? No.
Yeah, I'm sure Ron really enjoyed hearing, Shaniqua, Jennifer, whatever her name is, saying that she would torture him.
I think that's kind of creepy, and I think he got a bad impression. Maybe thought she's a little psycho.
Oh! Who gave her that bait?
That was good.
Yeah. So that's another, huh?
Natalie was the only person to actually catch a fish.
I think that Ron was really impressed. I mean, it shows that I'm not, like I said, just a girly girl like maybe the other two are.
All right, kids, poles out of the water. The sun's over the foreyard. It's Mai Tai time.
The highlight of the Mai Tai adventure was actually finding out what special talents the girls had. So, Jennifer, I noticed you have a tongue ring. Is there any special talents you can do with the tongue ring?
There's actually one, but I do need some props. I need a glass or something to clang.
Very good. So do you have
Much better in a glass, I'll tell you.
anything else you can do with your tongue ring?
In the shower with other chicks?
Lots of other things. Well, wait. Miss Wholesome is really, confusing me. Sweet little Natalie tried to slam me with a comment about a woman in a shower.
If she's willing to put her tongue on that bell, who knows what else she's capable or willing to do with that tongue.
What about you, Jennifer?
I guess I have a tongue trick.
I guess.
You need any props for the tongue?
No?
No?
All right.
If she guesses, I...
Oh, it
undulates. She's got the undulating tongue.
Got it. I kind of liked Shaniqua's little tongue trick because it gave me excuse to use my tongue trick.
Natalie, what about you?
I was in Hawaii and crazy mood, and I walked into a strip club and I danced for 4 songs. I always wanted to do it once.
You did?
Just once, yeah.
Totally naked?
Totally naked, yeah.
So the most important question, how much money did you make?
I made $200 in 4 songs.
In 4 songs?
Yeah, I can see how people can get hooked on that, you know?
She's no longer Miss Wholesome.
The more Natalie convinces us that she's wholesome, the more I think that she's a bit ho-some.
Who is Ron going to eliminate next?
I think Jennifer's gonna get the butcher block in this round.
I would like to see Shaniqua go because she kind of bothers me.
The brunette Jennifer definitely has a chance of being cut for her psycho, knife-stabbing, torturing ex-boyfriend comment.
ElimiDATE.
Who will be eliminated next? Jennifer, Natalie, or the other Jennifer?
All right, girls, I want to thank you for coming on the high seas adventure fishing trip with me. However, I have to eliminate someone, and that person is Jennifer.
All right.
The reason being, you seem like the other two, they got into it a little bit more. They went for it. They were a little bit more catty in some of the questions.
I guess it looks like Ron's looking for somebody that is kind of sleazy, a little loud. Got two to choose from, so.
I was kind of expecting Jennifer to be filleted.
She was kind of losing interest, not trying as hard to stay involved.
I think women that are catty are not great people to date or hang around with. I hope the three of you have a great time.
All right, girls, here we are at one of my favorite beach hangouts called the Kayak Cafe. I actually have 2 fish here, and you're gonna cook for me. And I wanna see who's gonna be the best cook.
I wanted to see how daring these girls were. They had to behead the fish, they had to cut off the tails.
So how are we doing?
You like the way we're preparing this?
Watch your fingers.
There
you go. Almost. Almost.
I feel like it was kind of odd that when I looked over and I saw Jen just dabbing at the fish, she was like jabbing at it kind of violently.
I just wanted to show you how absolutely fresh this is, because I know that it was caught like within the hour. You sure you don't want to try it?
You're gonna eat that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to prove to you what an excellent dinner you're going to have.
Okay.
So if my cooking is terrible, know that you could be having some delicious sushi right now.
How does that taste?
That is raw fish.
Woo.
This is very, very, very good.
Very raw. Okay.
And then she takes a bite of the raw fish off a knife. I mean, that's not really that normal to me.
So the relationships that you had, did you kiss on the first day?
Not all of them.
Not all of them?
No, not all of them.
Isn't that how you like
that?
hook, line, and sinker?
Hook, line, and sinker?
Hey, baby.
What about you? Uh-oh. Back to the special talent.
Oh, no. Then I look over and it's Jen again, tapping her tongue ring on her glass. Maybe she's got some weird fetish or something. I mean, we saw it on the boat. Once is enough. Okay, I think we're almost done here. All right.
All right, table set up.
Nice.
Looks good, a little bit of candlelight.
Let me just make you the perfect bite. Choo-choo, chugga-chugga-chugga-chugga-chugga, choo-choo. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Good job. Choo, choo, choo. I mean, we're not in kindergarten anymore.
It tastes good. A few bones.
Well,
I didn't want to swallow the bones.
Is it horrible?
I'm getting
My food clearly was better. It had a few bones, but that's not my fault.
And you can feed yourself.
You want me to feed myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're an independent man. I like that.
That's
So
no fun.
travelers are independent, huh?
Independent is good, but that's no fun.
Maybe she doesn't feed me bones.
No role playing for you.
It was very delicious, very lemony, and he seemed to love it.
Well, I have a question.
What's your question, Ron?
What is the most romantic fantasy you have never fulfilled?
With fish?
And
Ooh,
we'll
I
start
would say-
with Natalie.
Sex in a vineyard. Maybe in Napa Valley.
That's always been a fantasy of yours?
Yeah.
Everything about Natalie is just sex and booze.
We get the message about you like to get drunk, you like sex. Enough.
What about you, Jennifer?
I just want to be a member of the Mile High Club. I want to go up to the cockpit. I want to see the cockpit.
That's kind of a sleazy, cheap fantasy that anyone can fulfill. I don't even know if it is a fantasy or not.
It's time for Ron to make the final cut when ElimiDATE returns.
ElimiDATE.
Well, I want to thank you girls for sharing the day with me. It's been a lot of fun. The volleyball, the boat ride, the fishing. You both had some great answers to some of my questions. You both have some attributes that I like. However, I do have to eliminate somebody, and that person is Shanae, alias Jennifer. At this point in time in my life, I'm looking for something a little more even keel.
I don't think that Miss Wholesome is going to keep him very happy. She's not the wholesome girl that she claims to be.
He and I have a lot of the same values, and that was really important. And a lot of the other girls that were in the competition today weren't kind of on the same level.
I hope that a white picket fence forms around their lovely house and they have 2.5 babies and live happily ever after.
So how do you feel?
I feel good. I'm happy, yeah.
No, I'm happy too.
You made a good decision. We make a cute couple anyways.
Yes, we do.